Hi guys, it's Meghan from imamom2.wordpress.com and
Nina!
And I gotta do it because we've, realized it's a pattern. Yay!
Yay!
Okay, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about the 6 signs that he's not into you, especially for those people, especially for those women or people who didn't have a very good Valentine's Day and they discovered that someone's might not be into them. Well, here are 6 signs to know if they like you or not. Because, chances are maybe they're having a bad day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And maybe they're not into you.
There's a movie about this.
Really?
I can't remember. I think it's actually called,
he's just not into
you
or
something.
Into you.
I'll link it below because I remember watching it and it was actually quite funny and real, which is kind of weird for a movie. So is this written by a man or a woman?
This is written by Adam LoDolce.
LoDolce?
His website is sexyconfidence.com.
Ooh, nice title. Anyway, I'll link that below too.
Yeah, he has a bunch of videos on YouTube, and we pulled this one up, and he's really great. He's very entertaining.
Okay.
The first point, he says, he's not into you when he just wants to hang out like a friend, or he treats you like one of the guys.
Yeah. But he won't tell you that he just wants to hang out like a friend. I found that's just too bold.
Guys won't say.
Because they never want to fully close the door.
They like to have their options open.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember being in my 20s and guys would say, no, they would talk to me, they'd call, all interested, and I wouldn't think anything of it. They're just friends, right? And then suddenly they're out of the picture, and then they're back again. Just like, we're not going out. It's just the friend thing.
We should do a video on being in the friend zone.
The friend zone.
We'll have to find something about being in the friend zone.
It's weird. I think once you get past your 20s, it doesn't exist. You're either, like, you don't have time for friends, male friends, unless you're moving or something. Or need something fixed. Well, geez, like, what do male friends, they kind of like orbit around hoping, for that vulnerable woman. This is what I think. They just orbit around so that when you're vulnerable, they can just step right and go and save the day. And, I guess we're going out now. No.
I don't think there's that much thought put into it. Just never actually fully come out of this friend zone to always keep that door just a little bit open. But if the girl puts you in a friend zone, then you're in the friend zone. Rarely does the door come back open. But I think guys always think that it's kind of open.
If a woman says he's in the friend zone, a guy still thinks there might be an opportunity? Really?
They're still talking to you. At least that's what they're thinking, right? She's still talking to me, so there's always a chance. This is my theory, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
But
what he says here is that he'll treat her like one of the girls.
Like one of the guys.
Like one of the guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if he's treating her like one of the guys, then...
So if he's burping and stuff and, letting himself hang out and scratching himself in front of you, he's not really interested in you.
Either that or you've been married for 10 years.
Oh!
Number 2!
But no, wait a second.
Okay, what?
Some ladies they sit there and they start doing it too. The guy will invite the girl out to sports and stuff like that, and she'll just go along with it, thinking, "Oh, he's so cool. He wants me with him and his friends," and he's just thinking, "She's just a friend. Come on out if you want."
But I think in that situation, you have to pay attention to the body language that's happening.
What if she doesn't get it?
Well, that's her problem. Because if she's out, like, at a baseball game or something like that, and he's not touching her in any way, shape, or form, whether it's, the hand on the small of the back or whatever, then, she's one of the guys. But if he is having those kind of intimate touches of some kind, then the door's open.
So if he invites her out to be with one of the... Like, if he treats her like one of the guys, when will she know she's not one of the guys? Like, what
that I don't know. Comment below and tell us. I don't know.
See, personally,
I'm with someone that spends like every Friday night playing board games with the boys. Like, I have absolutely no interest whatsoever.
Yeah,
no.
But so I think
I go to sleep.
So do I.
I eat dinner and I go to sleep when the kids aren't home.
I think a lot of these younger, like the ladies in their 20s, maybe even 30s, they think that they should go hang out with the guy every chance they get, even if it's with the guys.
Yeah, but I think we talked about this in a different video where, especially when you're younger, like in your early 20s or whatever, or in your teenage years, you think that you have to spend all of your time with this either potential partner or absolute partner.
Yeah.
When you get to be our age, you know that that's not the way it is. You know, guys need boy time as much as girls need girl time.
Yeah.
You know, and you also need alone time.
For what? Sleep?
Well, for me, I need it so I can study. Because I've been out with strep throat for a week. I haven't opened my textbooks in a week and a bit. But this is not good. I think I've missed an assignment, actually. I have to figure this out today. Anyway.
But if you're really into a guy, if you met someone, okay, if I meet someone that I'm really into, I'm going to want to spend every waking moment with them.
I don't.
And you know, go on trips and stuff and playing things together and la la la, and it's going to be all great.
Okay, I'm thinking of the little things, like the everyday, all day things. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, after the novelty's worn off? After novelty wears off?
I don't want to be spending all day every day because I've got other stuff to do.
So are you saying it's not going to last forever? Like this great...
It depends on whether or not you both want that. If you both want to be spending all the time together, then yeah, that's fine. As long as you're both on the same page, it works. Like, my boyfriend and I, we're like, you know, you live your own life. That's the way it is. Like, we both have our own friends. We both have mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
But we have our own friends, our own interests. We don't spend all day, every day together.
So okay, so if a relationship starts out with a couple going with their friends and he's treating her just like one of the guys and stuff, is it possible for them to get into a relationship? Or that's just right from the beginning, it's doom? Because if he's treating her like a guy, like one of the guys in the beginning, then...
She needs to just kiss him and find out.
Of course he's going to kiss her back. He's going to jump her, for God's sake.
He may not actually kiss with any enthusiasm. If he's just kissing to kiss back...
It's all physical. In the 20s, it's all physical.
We're not saying right now that it has to be in the 20s.
There's no mental stimulation. Is he going to kiss me? He's just hanging out with them. There's no mental stimulation. It's ridiculous. Number 2.
It's always different in your 20s.
It's not different. It's just, ew. Never know what's going on. The guy never knows what he's doing.
Neither does the girl.
The girls know more. At least they can multitask. At least they talk about it with their friends and stuff. The guys just think, whoa, scratching, burping, yeah. They don't even remember the next minute who was just, over there beside them.
Depends on how big the rack is. Number 2.
Moving along. He takes longer than 24 hours to get back to you.
Yeah.
Well, I thought there's a rule. Like, I remember in my 20s, people would say, well, guys don't usually respond until 2 or 3 days have passed. Like, come on.
But in our 20s, this is going to date us. In our 20s, there wasn't, like, all these methods of communication to be able to get a hold of people.
Yeah, but guys...
There was the landline at home. That's pretty much it. And so, yeah, there was a rule then. But... Really, does it take you more than 2 seconds to text saying, had a great time, looking forward to seeing you again?
Guys won't.
I don't know.
They're going to wait more than 24 hours. They don't want to look desperate. And they want to keep...
Guys, let us know.
Guys like to keep girls hanging. 2 or 3 days. I remember when Call Display first came out, and I would see their number. Their number would come up, and I'd go, oh yeah, here we go. And then they wouldn't leave a message.
Because they were too nervous to leave.
Within 24 hours or a couple of days. I'd sit there and go, come on. You could see their number. I mean, but this is brand new, and they didn't know I saw their number.
Yeah, they didn't know you had Call Display activated.
Yeah, and
So he's saying he takes longer than 24 hours to get back to you. I think it's true.
Now, maybe, but...
Because at some point now, send a freaking text, or an email, or a Facebook message, or not a tweet, really. Or just pick up the phone and call,
And say what? Had fun last night?
Yeah.
You're funny? Ha ha.
Had fun last night. Do you want to go out again?
Oh, is this a 20-year-old?
Really? I don't know. They have not said in this thing how old these people are.
I don't think guys would normally do that. Like, he takes longer than 24 hours to get back to you. If that means he's not interested.
Yeah.
So if he takes longer than a day or so,
when I was
he's
dating,
not really
if he wasn't contacting me in any way, shape, or form within a day or two, I'm like, okay, well, see ya.
So what if he's what if you can see his number come up and everything, and he's obviously interested, but he's not leaving a message and he's not texting. He's obviously not interested.
No. But
he looks interested because his number pops up on the screen.
Well, then piss or get off the pot and leave a message.
Okay.
If you're too nervous to leave a voicemail message, then send a text. It's not difficult.
Some people overanalyze things.
You think?
I don't. I'm just saying it could be one of those things where the guy is sort of kind of shy and he's interested in saying something, but he won't say anything. I might be overanalyzing a little bit.
Didn't you say in another video that there was nothing for a guy to be nervous about? And
yeah,
now you're
not
contradicting
really.
yourself.
But
It's like, well, what if he's nervous to leave a message?
Some guys are wieners.
Well, then piss or get off the pot and move on to the next one.
I think they're caught up with this. I don't want to look too cool, or I want to. I don't know. They get this, like,
yeah.
But they can't be nervous. What are they nervous about? Don't get me going on that one.
What do they have to be nervous about?
They don't have anything to be nervous about.
Really?
Really?
Except for screwing up?
Screwing up what?
Potentially being able to have a relationship with you. I swear I said that exact same sentence in a different video. I did. Number 3.
Guys have nothing to screw up. Women have to worry about blood squirting through their pants and stuff, and pimple that might pop out in the middle of the forehead, and food that might spurt out, and then
that has
food
nothing
in the
to
middle
do
of
with
the
a
teeth,
relationship.
and
That's
all
their
kinds
own
of stuff.
humanity.
Number 3, talks openly about the girls he likes.
Yes.
Like, that's just rude. If a guy's not into,
clarify that, because I totally agree with it.
well, if a guy's not into you, okay, when he sits there and he starts talking about some other women, and you're sitting there, okay, if I'm out with a guy and he starts talking about other women, I'm just going to sit there and go, really? Seriously? I don't want to hear about these other people?
But there you go. He's proving that he's not into you.
I throw coffee at him and say, you know what, really? Don't waste my time. I don't want to hear about someone else.
Make it really hot, because then he'll sue you, and it just becomes a whole thing.
That's just rude.
Yeah,
but obviously, if a
it's
guy's talking
showing
about
that
a woman,
he's not into you.
Yeah,
so
true.
it's right.
That's rude.
Yeah, but
Guys,
why would you stick around if he's rude?
I remember seeing a guy, and he would just be all flat out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was one of the band guys. I don't know why I dated a band guy.
Don't knock him.
Why?
I have a thing for drummers.
He wasn't a drummer. Knock him?
I can, like, be in a room of 100 people and find the one guy that's the drummer.
I
don't know what
he
it is.
He has a good beat going.
No, usually they're the klutziest people around, and then you stick them behind a drum kit, and they're, like, completely coordinated. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you're getting a little red.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've dated a couple drummers.
Oh. And, let's see. Did he openly talk about girls that he liked? No?
Usually the drummers are the geeks.
Usually the gum.
I know. It's because I was already on the word geek. Yeah, usually the drummers are the geeks.
Are they?
Yeah. Next.
Wow, you're not saying too much about that. You want to share?
There's nothing much to share. I just tend to be able to find the drummer. My boyfriend's not a drummer. I should say that. But anyway.
Number 4. Always busy.
Yep.
Always busy.
If he's not willing to make the date with you or set the date to see you again, just move on. Piss or get off the pot. I say that a lot in these relationship videos.
But it can be frustrating when you're 20 years old and you have nothing better going on with your
Then
life.
move on to the next guy.
I know, but the
You're
guy's
20.
probably cute. If the guy's
so what?
cute,
There's
good
another
looking,
cute one down the
yeah,
road.
maybe not. There's I was very, very stupid. I might still be stupid. But in my 20s, I had no idea. I was clueless. I had no idea. So I would just like sit there and hope, yeah, he might like me, but he might not. But I'm
So
gonna
you never did that.
Yeah, I did. I had no idea, so I was like, oh, stupidness.
I never did that, but I know that a lot of women do,
and now
I don't understand.
And now I get it. If he's busy all the time,
like,
he's not interested.
You know, you're gonna get busy at work,
Believe
right?
me.
You have busy times of work, blah blah blah. But if you at least tell us, you know what, I have a major assignment or a major project due in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Can I see you? Can I see you in 2 weeks and a day? Like, can I see you the day after my project is due? Then at least you're doing it. You're setting the date. But just tell us that you're busy at work. Tell us that, you know, you have to put your parents in, well, at our age, in an old folks home. Like, tell us that you are going to be very busy over the next little while. Don't just not call. Because then, you know what? I would move on. You may not. I would.
No, now it's different. Now it's the other way. Guys are always saying, "Look, you don't want to have any time. You don't have any time for me."
Guess what? I'm a single mom.
They don't have it. I tried to tell
3
them the same
hours
thing.
in a month.
I tried
type of thing.
Yeah, I know. I tried to say that.
don't
You're
have
just not
childcare.
interested in me. So these things just don't apply. I think it really depends on the person.
They do. It just
Kinda.
need to qualify them for when you get to be our age compared to 20.
Always busy. So if I'm always
But
busy, I'm not dodging someone.
But a guy our age would be mature enough and man enough to say, you know what? I have a major project happening at work. I'm busy until this date.
So
This
guys
is
are
my
more,
experience.
Guys are more organized.
Once
as
guys
they get
hit
older?
40, they become...
No, they're midlife crisis. No.
No.
I'm not talking about no.
No.
Guys from 40 to 50 are midlife crisis.
See,
material.
and
No,
I found they
they're
start
all,
to finally get interesting at 40.
No. I guess it depends. Depends on the guy.
My experience is they finally start to get interesting.
I'm beginning to...
And they know where they're going. They know what they're doing.
That is very attractive when a guy knows what he wants.
Yeah.
And he's actually heading in that direction. And he
But
shares
is willing
it.
to bring you along with him.
Yeah.
Not just say, you know what, here's where I'm going. You can come if you want. But is willing to share that experience with you.
So he's not too busy to share it?
Yeah.
So he's busy, but not too busy.
Yeah.
I like it when a guy has a plan, he's organized, and he's willing to try
Yep.
something. Like
Yep.
at least meet, or
Yeah.
something. But in my 20s, I had no idea. I wish they would teach this stuff in school.
But they didn't have the internet for us to do this research in our 20s.
If I knew back then.
We'd have to actually, like, get a book from the library and read an entire book.
Yeah.
Not just a, 6-tip article.
This guy Adam, he presents this very well. I wish
Yeah.
he's very flamboyant.
So, okay, what's number
Number 5. He's not pursuing you. Stop pursuing him and watch. See if he pursues you. I totally agree.
Yep.
Don't
Yep.
pursue a man. Do not pursue a man.
Yep.
It's a waste of time.
Yep.
Go on. You just agree.
I just agree.
It can be such a waste of time for a woman to chase a man.
You look desperate then.
Yeah. Ew.
And I realize it's like a sexist statement that, the guy should always be doing the pursuing, but
You can convince a guy to pursue you. I think women have powers of persuasion.
if you really want a guy to be interested in you, stop paying attention to him.
It's true.
And start flirting with the guy beside him. Oh.
Talk to his friend.
Yep.
No, we shouldn't say, oh, take that out, edit.
Why?
Guys
It's
do it
true.
with women.
Yep.
They do. When a guy likes you, he will talk to your friend. He
Yep.
will talk around you.
Yep.
He will talk down to you. He will test his boundaries
don't
with
bother talking down to me. Don't even bother then. Because I will call you out on it.
you.
God, I'm coming across as a real hard ass in these things.
Have you been hanging around me too long?
I don't know. I just, worst thing that a guy can do around me is either talk down to me or worse, talk down to one of my girlfriends.
Ugh.
And if he is doing that, I will call him out in front of everybody, especially if you are trying to date my girl.
You are so fun to go out with.
Like,
She looks after me too.
you're trying to date my girl and you're going to talk down to her in front of me. What are you going to do when it's behind closed doors? And how disrespectful are you going to be behind closed doors?
But if he's trying to get to you by talking...
I'm taken. Too bad.
No, but if you're not... But, you know, that's the big game out there. The guy will not make the move directly to... Usually. Yeah. This is average.
Yeah.
This is, a guy will not make the move directly to the girl that he wants, or guy that he wants. And it's...
Just piss or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Stop making it complicated.
I know, it's ridiculous. I wish guys would be more direct. Hey, I like you, let's hang out.
Well, no, okay. Guys are quite direct. It's that women sit there thinking, well, what did he mean by this? What did he mean by this? What did he mean? And they self-sabotage. And it's just, yes, I am using that word purposefully.
Did you get that from All Women's Stock? AllWomenStock.com. Sabotage. Sabotage. Are you sabotaging your relationship? I do.
I know you do.
But it works sometimes.
Really? Does it work?
Sometimes.
For what, a few months?
I get to find out who's icky and who's not.
So do I. I just call them out on their BS.
I can't. Sabotaging's more fun. I like their expressions. Just say yes and nod. Okay, nod. It's fun. You're not on my side again. Come on.
As I say to the boyfriend when he's being silly, I tell him that I'm not on his side. I'm on the funnier side. What's the next number?
I don't know.
That was about not pursuing you. Yes, he's not pursuing you. We agree. Okay, moving. Next one.
If he's not pursuing you, stop pursuing him. Yeah, but what if the guy's busy?
Then we go back to the conversation that we had for number 4.
If a guy's busy, girls can misinterpret that as, oh, he's not pursuing me. Oh, he's busy, so I'm going to move on to his friend.
Him. You ask him simply, are you busy? That's not my problem. I would ask him.
Yeah, you would. I wouldn't. But I wouldn't just move on to his friend. It's like,
I'm not saying move on to his friend. I'm just saying.
Well, I have seen that. Women, because they don't get the man that they want, they get so pissy, they go to the friend to piss off the guy that she really wants.
Well, then you're going to hurt both of them.
And she doesn't care.
Actually, no, you're probably going to hurt yourself in the end.
Yes.
The guys won't care because they're just getting sex.
But some people misinterpret the busyness that, oh, he's not pursuing me. He says he's busy all the time. Nah, 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 nah. That's lack of communication. Because all she has to do is sit there and say, well, okay, exactly when will you not be busy? But then cornering a guy, I think cornering a guy is a little scary too.
Just ask him, you know.
Yeah, but
you seem to be really busy right now. Is it a busy time of year, or are you just not interested?
Is it open season?
Yeah. And if you ask, like, are you busy at this time? Is it a busy time of year, or are you just not interested?
Are you?
If he deflects both of those answers, it means that he's not interested. Move on.
Yeah, but I wouldn't just be so bold to say that. In my 20s, I wouldn't have said that. What advice would you give?
Would you say it now?
Yeah, it'd be a little different. Of course.
Well, then, say it.
But in my 20s, I wouldn't.
But you keep going back to in our 20s.
Because women in their 20s right now.
How old are you guys? We don't know how old people are when they're watching these videos.
The ones I've seen on the YouTube, they're all like, la, 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 I'm not really sure what to do.
Yes, but it's very different in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s. Like, every decade has a whole bunch of awesomeness that isn't in and of itself. The 20s, you get to be naive about everything. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. You know, 30s is when responsibility starts happening, but you also start to know yourself. And in your 40s, you know who you are, and you're going to just steamroll over. No, it's awesome, and take over the world.
No one wants to hear any advice by the time they hit their 30, like by the time they're 35, they don't want to hear any advice. They know it all.
No,
why are we doing this?
Knowing it all is when you're 18. That's when you know
Invincible.
It all. I was a perfect parent before I became a parent. I knew everything about parenting. Then I became a parent and realized I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I'm 9.5 years into parenting my twins. I still know nothing.
I would have never taken any of the abuse that my kid gives me from anyone else. I was just thinking that this morning. I was thinking, I would never take this stuff from anyone. No one!
Which is why when you're dating a single mom, don't BS around. Piss or get off the pot. And just say what you want. Because you know what? We haven't slept in like a week.
7 years?
can't. I was being generous.
Yes. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking, I haven't slept. I used to sleep 10 hours in the winter, 12 hours in the winter.
Yeah.
Now I'm lucky if I get 5.
Yep.
I notice I get this going on, and oh my gosh!
Yeah, my kids were gone for most of the weekend to their dads, but yesterday, because it was Family Day, earlier on in the week. Sorry.
You got to explain Family Day to the Americans.
Yeah.
They had Lincoln Day or President's Day. But
I'm not sure how it came about.
Some lady made it.
Somebody decided that we all needed to spend more
time
together
with our kids,
with our families, and ironically, government offices are still open.
Really?
So.
But the malls aren't. The malls should be open.
It's not a government office.
Who cares? I don't want to sit at home with my kid. I want to go to the mall.
Apparently don't have family, so they don't get to spend the day with their families. But someone in their brilliance decided, let's do Family Day in the middle of winter.
How
it was minus 23 plus wind chill.
We went for a hike
yesterday.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting
okay,
cold. My car almost didn't start. It was like...
I should say yesterday, we are actually taping this on Tuesday, but we'll upload it on Friday. So it was on Monday, was Family Day. Okay? So we always go on this annual ferry walk on Family Day. Do you know how cold this was?
Why did you go on a ferry walk?
Oh my God! Kids had a great time. Kids were fine. Us adults were like, oh my God, I want to go back to the car.
Did they have a cider lounge in the middle of the woods?
No.
For the parents?
They didn't. But oh my God, like I couldn't feel 4 of my toes on each of my feet, and I had like pajama pants on underneath my jeans, and because I can never find snow pants that are tall enough for me. Are you kidding? I'm 5'10". Like it's just not going to happen. So someone in their brilliance decided Family Day should be the Monday after Valentine's Day. Okay, that's great.
And there was a PA day on Friday.
Yeah,
isn't that great?
Yeah, in
it's
our
cool.
district there
Thanks,
was.
government. Thank you, Canada.
Well, but see, the weird thing is, if we were in the southern hemisphere, fantastic. February, no problem. Summertime.
We'd go to the beach if we were in Florida.
It was minus 23 yesterday.
With the wind chill, it was minus frigging 35 or something. It was, and it's going on. It's like this polar vortex happening.
But they haven't actually called it a polar vortex this year. Last winter, we had all this thing called a polar vortex that literally I actually kept my kids home from school 3 different days last winter because literally you walked outside, you could not breathe and you couldn't catch your breath. It was minus 40 plus wind chill. That was crazy.
And plus the dampness. In southern Ontario, it is so damp here. The dampness gets in your bones. Out in Alberta, in Minnesota, I was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It was 0, and it was gorgeous. I had my jacket off. It's like, wow, I can handle this.
Frost on the inside of my car.
I hate that. Oh my gosh, I did a vlog about that.
Oh.
I made a mess of my car.
Yeah, so whoever decided Family Day should be in February, thanks.
Thanks.
Having said that, we did have a great time. We had a fantastic time. It was just really cold.
I would like to
Our afternoon activities were inside at least. But, yeah.
I wish I'd gone down to Galleria Mall, down to Buffalo. But usually I take off on the holidays. There's nothing open in Canada. Nothing.
Yeah.
They must think they're funny or something.
Well, the first year they did Family Day, literally nothing was open. Like, not even, any kind of tourist attractions, nothing. So everybody's like, well, what do we do?
Spend time with family.
Like, we just spent the weekend at home with our kids.
Why can't we
take
them
somewhere like the movies?
Yes.
Like, not even the movies were open, I don't think, that first year.
I don't know. I just don't want to go where everyone's going and it's too crowded. Come on.
Anyway, we're not supposed to be talking about that. We're talking about something else.
It was fun.
It was fun, though.
Okay.
6 signs he's not into. I think we're on the last one now.
Are we? He's only available after 1 a.m. and weekends. Booty call!
Yeah, like, what else is there to say about that one? You
Well,
get the
I
1
didn't know
o'clock in
that.
the morning phone call. Really?
Really?
You get a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning and you don't know that
He's out with his friends. In my 20s, I know.
You're pretty.
No. Physical attraction means zilch. Zilch. It's all about the physical activity when you're in your 20s. When you hit 30s, you want more mental stimulation. 40s,
yes, but
I
you
don't
still
know.
have to have a physical attraction in some way, shape, or form.
Anyone can have a physical attraction.
Yeah.
God, you have a couple of drinks, anyone's pretty. Gosh.
It's true.
Are you
I
going to
saw
see
something
Magic
on
Mike?
Facebook recently.
Huh?
I think I saw something on Facebook recently, one of those pictures that says, you know...
Scratch and sniff.
Something...
No more
distracted now. I think it said something along... Oh, no, it was actually on Sunday when I went out to get cheaper chocolate after Valentine's Day. It was like a wine glass that actually said, nope, haven't drunk enough.
Oh, I'd like that.
And it was in relation to boys. Or it was drink until he's cute or something like that. It was pretty awesome.
So how much can you handle? Drinking.
Oh, I'm an expensive drunk. I'm really, it takes a lot.
How many beers? How many vodkas? Smirnoff?
No, like...
Ice Smirnoffs? A case?
Yeah.
2 cases? What?
Really?
Wow.
I'm a very expensive drunk. So I just don't even try. Because it's a...
Really?
Crazy. Yeah.
So, always?
I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years now. He's seen me drunk once.
So when we were on the bar dancing around, you weren't even smashed?
Nope.
Like in some of these pictures up on the bar, I'm like, and she's like, I was just looking at those pictures the other day. She's like, she looks really great. I'm half on the bag. I got my ice Smirnoff in my back pocket, spilling everywhere. It looked like I had a dump or something in my drawers. I messed my pants. Had an accident in my pants. You looked great.
That was that, one time a year that we go out dancing.
Celebrate her divorce.
Yeah, that was the last time
my divorce. Everyone's divorced at the same time. We should go again. It's next month.
Yeah.
It's right in time for spring.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to figure that one out. Okay, did we do the last one? We did. He's only available after 1. It's pretty 1 a.m.
I fell for it.
Yeah.
A couple
You're not going to anymore.
No.
Yeah.
But this is from a guy's perspective. Adam LoDolce from Sexy Confidence.
She doesn't know Italian. It's LoDolce.
LoDolce. La, la, la,
Anyway, we'll link everything below. We'll link this article
SexyConfidence.com.
specifically below.
I think we should talk about...
And, yeah.
We should talk about midlife crisis next. Yes!
Yes. We'll
Do
that.
All the signs that a man's going through.
We'll do it.
Midlife
We'll
crisis.
do it about midlife crisis.
Yes!
Sounds good.
Okay.
Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.